downtown Rice Lake, Wisconsin. You're logged on and listening to After Hours Radio.
So drink some tea and enjoy the heat, especially if it's free, free from the sun. On the balcony, I can hear the wind speak to me and tell me I need to be free, free from the sun. Watch the scenery, golden rays will change this point in the time of these colors, and it's free from the sun. This memory, as peaceful as can be, especially if it's free, free from the sun.
After Hours Radio and Dirty Chai Radio. Name's Ryan Quinn. In the Dirty Chai studio with me this evening, I am joined by Cordell, and we've also got Dylan Martinson here in the Dirty Chai studios. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Hello.
Happy to have both of you here with us on a Sunday evening. It's going to be an interesting show. We've got a few different things coming up and planned for the evening. Some new music for you, but of course, got to start out the night with some proper plugs. If you haven't followed us yet on Twitter, you can do so at AHRadioWY, on Instagram, After Hours Radio WY, and of course, we're on Facebook. That is AHRadioWY as well. Just look for type in After Hours Radio, Cordell, and yep, just like that.
That was me typing in After Hours Radio.
On the Facebook website.
Yep.
And then you press enter. And you'll see After Hours Radio, and we're the page with the blue and red logo.
Yep.
Pretty
Pops
easy
up
to find
every time.
Yep. So
I mean, it might be because I follow you now, but
right. That's the thing. You know, that helps. Make sure you follow. Not only find it, but follow it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah. And of course, if you're listening to the podcast, which you can find at dirtychairadio.com among other various streaming services, maybe join us live some evening, 7 until 11, dirtychairadio.com. It's a good place to be. Head on the show, we've got, Keurigs, but for ice cream, daily drinking news, roaming tanks, and maybe a sea shanty. But first I wanted to tell you about a man in Oregon. See, this man lectured a mom about leaving children unattended in the car and threatened to call police on her after stealing her car, only to find a 4-year-old in the back seat.
Oh, so he didn't notice the kid when he,
No. He
Broke into it?
No, he stole the car, realized there was a kid, and upon discovering the child, the car thief drove back to the store where he stole the car from, returned the child to the mother, lectured her, and then once again stole the car. Like, she didn't get the car back. He drove back in the car with the 4-year-old and lectured the mom about leaving a 4-year-old unattended, threatened to call the police, and then stole the car again.
I think that's the pinnacle of thievery.
I can't process what was going through their mind, and that they haven't been caught yet. Like
Wait, what?
They have not been caught as of the airing of our program. They haven't been caught that I know of. They're still on the run. And
Well, actually, he's driving.
for her for her part, the mother is quoted as saying, "We're thankful that he brought the little one back and had the decency to do that." Well,
Yeah, but he...
it seems awfully Canadian of you.
Oh, my goodness.
This doesn't come to us from Florida either, so you don't have that as an excuse. This is Oregon.
Yeah, but... it just happened recently in Oregon, so...
Well, I don't know that has anything to do with it. It just...
I kid.
It seems awfully polite on both ends.
It's just so weird.
Nobody seems too
Yeah,
upset other than the car thief.
That's why it's not Florida. It sounds too polite.
Right. They're Oregon, close to Canada. Some of it might be seeping down,
Yeah.
I suppose. But I saw that one. I immediately had to share it with people. Like, not even... I'm gonna put this on like Facebook or something. Like, I texted it to people like, this is funny. I don't understand the thing that's going on with it, but you need to be subjected to it too. And
it is just so bizarre.
it tickles me that they're just could you bring back thanks for bringing back the child, but could you bring back the car please too? Okay.
Yeah, like
It just seems so cavalier about the whole thing. I don't know that I would be that cavalier about it.
hell no.
Or maybe they're just that relieved that the child is safe. I guess I could see that. But
Maybe.
I'd rather have the child and the car.
But like, why did the child come out of the car?
Well, because the thief returned with the child and said, "Here, take this."
She should have never let him take the child out of the car.
Like, can't they all just get in the car? Well,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
he
the
gets out.
child didn't have to get out of the car.
But
Shouldn't have let it happen.
I don't know what.
As soon as they saw that happening, they should have known the car was going to get stolen.
I just envisioned, going to the corner grocery store over here and somebody seeing a car running, jumping in, and taking off, getting it down the block or so. Like, they're going down Macaulay Avenue and get to the end of the factory, the stop sign. Like, oh, there's a child back here. Then turning around and going back on Main Street down over to the grocery store and like, hey, you need to watch your children a little better, huh? And then, just kind of like holding it out the window and then driving away again. I don't know that that's exactly how this happened, but that's what I envisioned.
Yeah, that makes sense, though.
Hey,
I could see that happening.
So
Like,
he
or
crawled into
something
the
of that
back and undid the child from the safety seat.
I don't know.
There's a lot of questions here, and I don't know that we're ever going to find answers for them. But stick around. We just might. Ahead on the show, we got Keurigs, but for ice cream, daily drinking news,
Yummy.
tanks, and maybe even a sea shanty. Can you sing sea shanties? Do you sing sea shanties, either of you?
I don't know that I actually know any, at least well enough to be able to say that I sing any, unfortunately. But
For shame.
why not?
For
Pirates
shame.
are cool.
Pirates are cool. I'm a volcano. This is Duplex Heart on After Hours Radio.
Keeping your music taste out of Sucker Creek since 2011. After Hours Radio. Alternatively entertaining.
It's like I've been waiting around for you. Why did you take so long to come to me? Maybe you were waiting round for me too. So I feel you're some kind of wonderful, some kind of magical woman. My love's for real. I need to show you right now. Take a look at me now. I can't explain for the life of me what you did to me when I met you last summer. You set me free, you believed in me. Now you're here with me, and we're walking on cloud nine. I'm wide awake, and the step that I take is to celebrate what my heart has discovered. You set me free, you believed in me. Now you're here with me, and we're walking on cloud nine. I can't explain for the life of me what you did to me when I met you last summer. You set me free, you believed in me. Now you're here with me, and we're walking on cloud nine. I'm wide awake, and the step that I take is to celebrate what my heart has discovered. You set me free, you believed in me. Now you're here with me, and we're walking on cloud nine. Oh, we're walking on cloud nine.
This is After Hours Radio on Dirty Chai Radio. Name's Ryan Quinn. In the Dirty Chai studio with me is Cordell, and we also have Dylan Martinson hanging out with us. So, welcome, gentlemen. Still, I'm happy to.
Thank you for
That-
having me.
You haven't.
I'm glad to be here.
I hate it when people leave me.
I hear that.
I'm happy you're here. Ahead on the show, daily drinking news, maybe a sea shanty, roving tanks, and as always, if you're listening live, don't forget you can stream the podcast and all major streaming services. And check out the YouTube. We've got that up and going currently. You can go over there if you so desire. But before we get to all of that fun stuff, I came across this and I couldn't help but think of Todd and Mr. Peanut Butter on the show BoJack coming up with this idea. And Todd saying to Mr. Peanut Butter something along the lines of, "A Keurig, but for ice cream." And Mr. Peanut Butter would say something along the lines of, "You know?" And they would know.
They would.
And so now we have the creation of a Keurig, but for ice cream. You take a,
This is real?
yeah, you take a shelf-stable $3 pod, drop it in, and 90 seconds later you get ice cream.
Like, out of my Keurig that I have at home right now.
No, you'll need a special ice cream Keurig machine. I don't actually know if it's a Keurig, but it's the same concept.
Do you know how much it is?
The thing?
Yeah, like the Keurig machine.
Well,
Oh.
just a measly $1,000.
That's not too shabby. I mean, that's an investment.
You're right, an investment, and they say that the
know.
goal is to bring it down to a more reasonable 500. But
See, there you're just might be getting me just a little bit.
I'd have to wait until it was like $100. Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
I like ice cream too
I'd
much.
prefer it to be 50. Like, if it's 100, I'd probably do it. If it's like 60, 70, or 80, or 90, I'm like, no, it's too much. But then it'd be 50. Like, all right. I don't know. There's a jump there from 50 to 100.
Yeah.
And anything in between that 50 and 100, but no, I can't do it. But it's 100. Okay, maybe that's a little more reasonable. And you know, if I was really in a mood, I'd go up to 120. But 500, that's still too much for me. I don't eat ice cream that bad.
I mean, I'm not like actually considering buying it for $500, but you know, it's getting closer to the price range.
I'd support you buying it for $500, and I'd come over whenever I wanted ice cream.
Go halfsies.
Ooh. And
$250?
the plot thickens.
Do we get joint custody?
You know what we really should do? We need to talk Whitney into going 3.
Right, but she doesn't get custody, just the two of us.
Right.
Right, because she wasn't here to negotiate her own deals.
Nope.
No, she's not available for comment. We like it that way. Ahead on the show, we've got a lot more great things as always. Follow the show on Twitter and Instagram at AH Radio WY on Twitter. Instagram is After Hours Radio WY, and you can find us on Facebook. Just search for the page with the blue and red logo. Don't leave out dirtychairadio.com, where you can submit your music. Let us know about any events you might be hosting, and we love to share your stuff. And we know right now live shows are kind of few and far between, but maybe you got a project that you're looking to talk about. You want to share that? We're down with that. You got a live stream coming up. We'll talk about that. We'd probably watch it too. But still to come, we got daily drinking news, tanks, and maybe even a sea shanty. It's going to be an interesting night, but first, disco trouble.
Go party. And all that.
Broadcasting live in downtown Rice Lake, Wisconsin. You're logged on and listening to After Hours Radio.
After Hours Radio and Dirty Chai Radio. Name's Ryan Quinn. In the Dirty Chai studio with me, we have got Cordell.
Hello.
And we've also got Dylan Martinson. Welcome and welcome back, both of you. You guys really didn't go anywhere now, did you? But happy to still have you here. We were talking about Keurig about ice cream, which was a delightful thought. But this isn't quite as tasty of a subject, I suppose. Uh-oh. Well, for years, this is taken out of the things we always knew and moved into the things we thought we knew, but turns out we were wrong file. So, for years, we were heard that a little drink every day, glass of wine perhaps, good for your heart. You've heard that. That's a thing.
Oh yeah.
Well, now a study says that the just one small drink a day raises the risk of irregular heartbeat and stroke. So again, we can't win. You're not much of a big drinker though anyway, are you?
No, not really. Not anymore.
If I'm going to my favorite thing to do.
And sometimes it just kind of like happens in like little spurts or whatever.
My favorite thing to do, better than a glass of wine a day, about 8 bottles. No, I'm just kidding. You don't do that. That's too much.
And this here is the man with the healthiest heart in the world.
Hi, I present to you Superman. My name is Ryan. No, you don't need to drink that much.
Yeah, we kid.
But I guess that there's not much you can say about it other than. Are we still? This makes me question: are we still okay with apples a day, keeping doctors away?
Right. Do we have to
this makes me question
now?
everything that we've always ever known.
We have to question drinking a glass of wine a day. We definitely have to question apples.
And grapes. Wine comes from grapes.
Yeah.
Why is it that there's so many questions now?
I think the biggest question that's on my mind is having a couple beers a day healthy for you?
Of course, as long as it's Pabst.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, it's not wine, right?
yeah, I mean,
Right, this specifically said wine.
Yes.
A Pabst today is probably what the world needs. Everybody just needs a Pabst every day. One Pabst for breakfast. A breakfast Pabst? I don't know that I've ever had a breakfast Pabst.
You can quit a job, the Pabst man, kind of like the milkman. He would come, like, drop off a couple.
Oh yeah, yeah. You get one
dosage.
Pabst. You get one Pabst from the Pabst man every day. He comes by. What time? Well, it depends on his route. You know, kind of like the mail. If you're in this neighborhood, he comes by at 8 a.m. If you're in the other neighborhood, he comes by about 5. So some people get their Pabst early in the day, and they're like, do I have this for breakfast? It would go well with eggs. Or do I wait all day to have my Pabst?
Right.
I don't know. It does go well with eggs. Have you ever had Pabst and eggs?
Can't say I have.
I don't think I have either.
You haven't been camping enough.
No.
If you ever go camping, you should have Pabst and eggs.
Hmm.
Yeah. Preferably in the middle of the night, though. You know, like
Sounds perfect.
you stay like when you go camping, you stay up late
Right.
until the sun comes up. So just before the sun comes up, which if you're camping in the summer, the sun's going to come up at what? 4:30.
Yeah, something like that.
So you can, stay up, have a Pabst and some eggs at 3:30 in the morning, and then go back to sleep.
Nice.
Oh, you could set an alarm for that. That's a new thing that I'm going to do.
I mean,
I just had a
3:30
great
though,
idea.
Right? You said 3:30?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's not really that late, right?
No. Well, I mean, it depends on
I
what you
guess
got
it
going on the
depends.
next day, but if you're camping, no.
Right.
But I think that should just be a thing. Like, a few times a year, you have an alarm that goes off at 3:30 in the morning.
Or we could just go camping this summer.
Well, right, but I think this should be something that's implemented in more than just camping.
Oh, I
A
got
traditional item.
Yeah, but 3 times a year. Like, once in the spring, you set your alarm for 3:30 in the morning, and you wake up, you have a Pabst and eggs. And then sometime in the late summer, early fall, you have a Pabst and egg at 3:30 in the morning. And then sometime in the dead of winter, you wake up at 3:30 in the morning and have a Pabst and egg.
Agreed.
Yeah, 1 Pabst, 1 egg. Then you go back to bed. Done deal. No?
Only 1 egg.
1 egg, 1 Pabst.
I'm more like a 2 eggs.
I was gonna say.
Maybe 3 eggs sometimes if I'm hungry.
I mean, if you're waking up in the middle of the night, then you might owe it to yourself to have 2 eggs. Go through the trouble.
I feel
But
like
it shows discipline. It shows discipline to have 1 Pabst, 1 egg at 3:30,
But
3 times a year.
I need that extra egg for the dedication. I don't want to dirty up a dish just for 1 egg.
Yeah.
Well, be eco-friendly. Dirty a plate.
Well, Yeah, you're right. I concede.
Use a small plate for one egg. You know, like a little like serving plate for a
Saucer?
teacup. Yeah. Oh, that could be the thing. You have a Pabst and a saucer of an egg. Saucer Eggs. That's a punk band name.
I like it.
You listen to Saucer Eggs.
I would definitely give it a listen. I have to listen to it once.
I ever tell you about the violent pigeons? I feel like I told somebody fairly
Nope,
recently about the
but
violent
if I can
pigeons.
find them, I'll listen.
I think they're still in my car. Yeah, violent pigeons in my car. But I was at
Sounds dangerous.
I was at a thrift store. Right. I was at a thrift store and I came across violent pigeons. Like, what is this? Violent pigeons? And it was a CD. It said Violent Pigeons.
Yeah.
And
How was it?
well, I bought that and I put it in my car immediately in the parking lot. And it screamed at me. It was like this really hard metal music that screamed.
Sorry, I'm good.
A lot of drums, a lot of screaming. I
don't like.
I
it.
should have known what I was getting into.
I don't hate on it, but it's not for me.
Violent Pigeons. No, it was a trip. I
Oh, I believe it.
I listened to the whole thing. It was a very long drive home. Being screamed at the entire time.
But you paid for it, and I respect you for doing that.
Right, I had to listen to it all the way through at least once because
Yep.
I paid $3 for this.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did I listen to it again? No, but I'm keeping it as a souvenir. Yeah, might make a good coaster someday. You never know.
True.
I shouldn't hate on him. Maybe I'll listen to him again and absolutely love him. Taste, Cadent, After Hours Radio.
I have a funny feeling Just have
Half talk, half music. 100% original After Hours Radio. Your Sunday nights just got better.
You know that moment when you're feeling validated, cause you promised it for years and now you finally fucking made it. Felt like a hermit in the way I barricaded, marinated in the beats when my music was created. I'm elated, I'm ecstatic, audibly automatic. Some thought of me is an addict, I think of me as emphatic. No matter, no mind, no chatter, no time. They'd rather recline while I'm after what's mine. Put my nights in, write more, giving them what they're excited for. Some might ignore, some might explore. They'd like some more if I strike a chord. Boom, if you know me, then you know that I'd be happy to continue making music. Wouldn't even have to ask me to. Until then, I'm certain I'll still be working till I'm old and hurting, till I close that curtain. In the meantime, in between time, I keep saying what I say, and I mean mine when I speak mine. All day I stay working day and night, night and day, trying to find a better way from after spades until the moon fades away.
I see the sun coming over the horizon again, rising again.
Working day and night, night and day, trying to find a better way from after spades until the moon fades away.
I see the sun coming over the horizon again, rising again, yeah. The time flies by as the wind blows, invisibly before my eyes. All my days pass by slow, becoming years before I know it. Sometimes I fear a damaged pair of ears is all I'll have to show for it. Forever living in the day-to-day. It's a game, but if you wanna play, you gotta pay. After spades, all the blood and bones fade away. All that remains, memories over drums and bass. Every opportunity, I'm standing up to the scrutiny. Paper chasers waving their jewelry, try to tell me I act foolishly. I should change my style to be more like what they make usually. Man, suck a dick, I make music what it used to be. The top priority. Most of these rappers are boring me. More importantly, you can't put me in a category by sorting me, ignoring the fact that I'm an apple on an orange tree. Born to go far and be a star. You can tell by the form I'm
working day and night, night and day, trying to find a better way from after spades until the moon fades away.
I see the sun coming over the horizon again, rising again.
Working day and night, night and day, trying to find a better way from after spades until the moon fades away.
I see the sun coming over the horizon again, rising again, yeah.
Don't forget to stalk us on Facebook and Twitter for exclusive content and information from the artists you love. After Hours Radio, your Sunday night just got better.
If I could hear my father's voice, he would tell me to move on. He would say I'll be just fine. Yeah, he would tell me we have time, time to laugh and time to heal. Our favorite song is on repeat. Drinking wine until the dawn, knowing soon we'll be back home. Ooh, I'm thinking about you. Ooh, I'm wishing that you knew. Ooh. living in the atmosphere. You're always here, you always here. Time to laugh and time to heal. My favorite song is on repeat. Drinking wine until the dawn, knowing soon we'll be back home. Ooh, I'm thinking about you. And I'm wishing that you knew. That I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about you. And I'm wishing that you knew. And I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about
Half talk, half music. 100% original After Hours Radio. Your Sunday nights just got better.
At sundown, come down, think about where we are. It's a long way, way up to everything that we want. But if we take a moment to get closer, closer to the things we love, it's not a long way, way to the spot where we already are. Stay here under the palm trees. Won't you lay here with me? Baby, there's no plan for the wicked. There is no goal for the longing heart. Just another day to be with you. When everything ends, it's a brand new start. Baby, there's no plan for the wicked. Darker are the days for the bitter ones. Baby, I'm just happy to be with you. In our kingdom, kings fall, dropping like little flies. There's a price to pay to get enough things we want. But if we take a moment to get closer, closer to the things we need, we wouldn't need them, need that, looking at the things we have. Stay here under the palm trees. Won't you lay here with me? Baby, there's no plan for the wicked. There is no goal for the longing heart. Just another day to be with you. When everything ends, it's a
After Hours Radio, alternatively entertaining.
You're so fine, oh lady. Let your body take control. You're on my mind, baby. Just move a little closer. And I say, oh, it's a night we'll both remember. Oh, sweet surrender. Oh, we're moving close together. Wanna make your body mine through the night. Hot and sweet through the night. Let's get out, fast and slow. I wanna get to know you. I know a place where we can go. It's just around the corner. And I say, oh, it's a night we'll both remember. Oh, sweet surrender. Oh, we're moving close together. Wanna make your body mine. And I say, oh, it's a night we'll both remember. Oh, sweet surrender. Oh, we're moving close together. Wanna make your body mine through the night. Ooh, ooh, yeah, baby. I wanna make your body mine. Wanna make your body mine. Make your body mine through the night. It's a night we'll both remember. Oh, hot and sweet. Oh, it's a night we'll both remember. Oh, hot and sweet. Oh, hot and sweet.
Broadcasting live in downtown Rice Lake, Wisconsin. You're logged on and listening to After Hours Radio.
Can I dance for you? Would that be cool? Can I dance for you? Would that be cool? Butterflies in my stomach, butterflies in my chest. Heartbeat like a bird that's humming. Trust your words cause you know me best. Let's take a walk down a brick road. Click your heels and you'll be there. I want you, do you want me to? Once you hear the rhythm playing, promise you won't be complaining. I'll be here for it if it's for you. Once Once my body gets to swaying, promise you won't be complaining. And I'll be saying, yeah. Can I dance for you? Would that be cool? Can I dance for you? Would that be cool? Yeah. Beautiful girls are common, funny girls are real sweet. I don't say these words often, loving you has left me weak. But let's take a walk down a brick road, click your heels and we'll be there. I want you, do you want me to? Once you hear the rhythm playing, promise you won't be complaining. I'll be here fully if it's for you. Once my body gets to swaying, promise you won't be complaining. And I'll be saying, yeah, yeah. Can I dance for you? Would that be cool? Can I dance for you? Would that be cool? Oh, every heart in the world is looking for a partner. Many fish in the sea, but there's one I'm chasing after. I'm not afraid to tell the world who I choose. Baby, it's you. Oh, can I dance for you? Hey, would that be cool? Can I dance for you? Would that be cool? I don't get like this, but I kinda miss your attention. Did I mention? Can I dance for you? You, would that be cool?
After Hours Radio on Dirty Chai Radio. Name's Ryan Quinn. In the Dirty Chai studio with me, I've got Cordell and I've got Dylan Martinson. Welcome both of y'all back. Again, happy to have you. Happy to meet your acquaintance, or whatever it is. You know.
We're happy to be here.
We're even happier when we remember to turn the mics on.
Oh, hey. That's a big plus.
Live radio, you never know what's going to happen. Who's going to get cut off? Speaking of people being silenced, my cat has not shut up. The Dirty Chai cat?
The Dirty Chai cat has been talking your ears off?
Yeah, and I don't mind. It's
About
just,
what?
Oh, I don't even know, man. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Never understood a single word he said, but they helped me drink my wine. Since apparently I can't even have a glass a day, we learned that tonight on After Hours Radio. That's ruins everything.
What do you trust anymore, you know?
You're right. Only those that have Pabst and eggs at 3:30 in the morning 3 times a year. Those are the type of people you need on your team. Or, you know, something else big happened since the last time you were here with us.
What? It's been a while.
Well, turns out there's this pretty big thing that happened over east, a little more southeast than what you might be thinking. People in one neighborhood in, Miami freaked out when they saw someone driving around in a tank. Someone's just out for a stroll or a Sunday drive in a tank. Turns out that it was a decommissioned British combat vehicle, mostly harmless, owned by a collector that just decided, you know what? I'm going to take my tank out in Miami. Because that's where you take your tank out for a spin, you know? You'd think you'd let somebody know that you were going to do it, right? Like give authorities heads up. Hey, there's going to be a mostly harmless tank driving down the street. You know, you got to start it every 6 months. Make sure it still runs.
Right.
I don't know if that's true. Isn't that a thing with cars? If you're going to let them sit, you should start them like once every 6 months.
I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
I thought you were a car enthusiast, one of those motorhead people.
Sometimes I
car
like to
freak.
think I know what I'm talking about, but most times I don't really feel.
Can you
that
change a tire?
confident. I mean, yeah, I think I could do that.
You can change a tire, Dylan.
I know how
I've
to
had
do
to
it.
do it 4 times in the last 2 years.
Oh,
That's
I know who I'm calling if I forget how to do it.
Dylan. Yeah, one of his
Exactly.
many talents, tire changing.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Tire changing and guitar playing. That's why
Yeah.
he's here.
It's at the top of the list. Number 1.
I
I
haven't had to change a tire a whole lot in my life.
Yeah,
I've had to,
I haven't
but-
had to do it.
Well, there was
I've just been shown how to do it.
I lost an entire wheel 3 times. 3 years, like every January was my car's gift to me. Same car each time. Still have the car.
Well,
but-
you still got like another 13, 14 days of January.
Right. So if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen soon.
Very soon.
There was one time I was driving between Rice Lake and Cameron here.
I suggest that for the next 2 weeks, you probably just shouldn't drive anywhere.
No, take a different car if I have to.
Right?
But I was going from Rice Lake to Cameron. I was living in Cameron at the time, and there were cars coming up behind me. You know, Double S right before the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Cars coming up behind me, and like my car is shaking so bad because the wheel is doing something, and I hadn't been through this yet. This was the first of 3 times. I didn't necessarily know it was happening, and the other cars, I refused to accept that I was in any sort of trouble. Like no, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna make it the 4 miles home, and that's gonna be that. But the other cars behind me put their hazards on, slowed down, and moved into the other lane to pass me before I had conceded that something might be wrong. Other cars saw what was happening. My wheel was coming disconnected from the axle, and yeah,
That's sketchy.
it was. But I made it home. Once I realized.
How?
Well, once I realized that the other cars were worried for all of our safety, I took the first available left and took back country roads very slow home, and I got it into the driveway, and then the wheel fell off.
Wow.
Couldn't back up really,
Yeah, no.
but I did. There was a body shop just down the street, and when I had to get it fixed, I wasn't gonna get it towed for I don't know how much they're gonna charge me to go a block.
Right.
So I risked it, and we made it. He put things back on, and it was good for another year. Same
Jeez.
tire, same time of the year,
Same tire.
same wheel.
Oh my goodness.
It wasn't like I lost 3 out of 4 tires. No, I lost the same tire, same
3
wheel
times?
3 times, 3 years in a row in January.
That's wild.
It was, almost for a while. I was just looking forward to it. Like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. But no, I don't know how long I've had this car. Feels like I've only had it 4 years, but that must not be true if that's happened 3 times and it doesn't happen every year.
The
Five.
math just doesn't add up.
Maybe about 5 years. So like,
Yeah, I mean, you have to take into consideration it's 2021 now.
oh,
I know, it hurts.
maybe 6 years. I can't remember if I had it summer of 2015. I feel like I may have. So that would make sense that it didn't happen in 2016 in January, but it did happen 2017, 2018, and 2019. But not in 2020, and so far, not yet in 2021. I'm gonna back out of the garage tomorrow morning. You know what's gonna happen? Boop. I've been hearing weird noises.
That's the sound of your tire falling off as you back out of the garage.
Boop. Just like that.
Yeah.
I'll be prepared for that. One more. You just let me hear it one more time to make sure I get it right. Boop. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'll give you an update next week. Still ahead on After Hours Radio. We'll be entering the long burning 10 o'clock hour before you know it. But also, you can follow the show. That way it never ends. Do it on Twitter at AHRadioWY, on Instagram After Hours Radio WY, and facebook.com/AHRadio
Yeah.
One night, good life, Blaker.
Yeah. I haven't seen you in a while. I never thought you'd be so wild. Things are moving way too fast. Why don't we slow down? Yeah, moving just like we used to. Baby, it's time to let loose now. Step back, deep breaths now before things get out of control. I hope you really like me. I want it to be you and me. I wanna give it all to you. I can show you if you stick around, yeah. All I need is one night to change your mind. Wait until the morning before you get out of here, yeah. Baby, we need more time, yeah. More time to change our lives, yeah. We could be the greatest if you just give us a chance, yeah. You always been on my mind ever since I left your side. Yeah, I regret it oh so much. I hope you forgive me, yeah. Don't even care what they saying. We got this bond, so let's face it. Looking different now, so maybe this time things will work. I hope you really like me. I want it to be you and me. I wanna give it all to you. I can show you if you stick around, yeah. All I need is one night to change your mind. Wait until the morning before you get out of here, yeah. Baby, we need more time, yeah. More time to change our lives, yeah. We could be the greatest if you just give us a chance, yeah. Can we just stop fighting one time? Can we just stop fighting one time? Can we just stop fighting one time? Yeah, and have a good life. Can we just stop fighting one time? Can we just stop fighting one time? Can we just stop fighting one time? Yeah, and have a good life. I hope you really like me. I want it to be you and me. I wanna give it all to you. I can show you if you stick around, yeah. All I need is one night to change your mind. Wait until the morning before you get out of here, yeah. Baby, we need more time, yeah. More time to change our lives, yeah. We could be the greatest if you just give us a chance, yeah. Can we just stop fighting one time? Can we just stop fighting one time? Can we just stop fighting one time? Yeah, and have a good life. Can we just stop fighting one time? Can we just stop fighting one time? Can we just stop fighting one time? Yeah, and have a good life.
Don't forget to stalk us on Facebook and Twitter for exclusive content and information from the artists you love. After Hours Radio, your Sunday night just got better.
Get loose.
After Hours Radio, alternatively entertaining.
Well, I got myself in trouble. Yes, I done me some wrong, and I just stand behind my boys. Well, they kept on moving on, and I don't know just what I'm gonna do. Well, they took me down to that jailhouse with the big white walls, and I can hear that guard's footsteps coming on down the hall. He's got my first mail, and I just don't know how I feel. When talk to some lawyers, when talk to some crooks, and they both said the same thing. Yeah, boy, go ahead and take a page out of my book, with which I took. Roll myself up a little cigarette. Well, I got before that judge, and he set me down on your knees, and I did. Said, you're running now. Come on, man, just free me, please. He said, you gotta place your bets. You ain't seen nothing yet. So I thought that for my friend a man must have fallen off that day, and he pounded on that gavel once, found something to say, having me for my sweet release. Take 14 steps to freedom out that old prison door. The guard opened it up, said, you're not welcome here no more. I said, that is fine with me, man. Yeah, I'm alright being free. So if I get myself in trouble, yes, if I go cause some more wrong, I'm gonna go do it right this time. Make sure that nobody else comes along, 'cause now I know just what I'm gonna do.
Jeff Rolfson, 14 Steps, After Hours Radio and Dirty Chai Radio. Name is Ryan Quinn. In the Dirty Chai studio with me is Cordell, and Dylan Martinson is here with us. You know, it's been a show. It's been a night.
I agree.
And I'm excited. Kind of been building up to this moment all evening, and it's finally here. I've been looking forward to it all day. I was in a Facebook group that I frequent, and somebody had shared a link to their music, and I thought, hey, why not play it on After Hours Radio?
Why not?
So I reached out to him, and I said, hey, can I play your song on the show? And he said, hey, yeah, you can. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but I was like, hey, cool, I'm going to play it. So now the moment has come where we're going to play it. And you know who it is, Cordell?
I do not.
Sycamore Treasy from Wyoming.
I love it.
Wyoming? I believe Wyoming. I'll have to...
It's an interesting name. I like it.
Wyoming? It's been around for a while. Oh, Sycamore Treasy?
Yeah, Wyoming is super...
You can...
It's a weird name.
Wyoming is weird. It's...
I'm sorry, but no, Sycamore Treasy.
Sycamore Treasy.
So you said he's a rap artist?
From Wyoming.
From Wyoming.
Yes. And he's got a few different projects out. You can find his music on YouTube. You can find it on Spotify. The song that I'm going to play tonight was recommended by Sycamore Treasy himself, and you can find it on Spotify. The name of the song is False Devils. Again, Sycamore Treasy. Find him on Spotify or YouTube. YouTube. YouTube, sir. Tube.
It's just different.
On an ego trip, took the genius route. I just sit and watch as you reach for clout. I'm so high, bitch, I can eat the clouds. I believe in me, y'all believe in doubt. Oh. Haters reaching out, trying to beat my style. I'ma leave them out, get to cleaning out all the demons. Wow, me versus them now, that's an even bout. Me versus you, that is something very different. Cancer living, but at every spitting. Come and get it, call me barely living. I was hit with something.